What's up, guys? I'm going to show you how to use our awesome lat pullover by Arsenal. We've had this in for a little bit. A lot of moving parts here, so I want to make sure everybody knows how to get into it and how to use it. So first adjustable part is the elbow pads here. So there's a pop pin on the back. You pull this out and the elbow pads will slide in or out. So narrower shoulders, you're going to want to put the pad more in. Wider shoulders, you're going to want to put the pad more out. So a lot of times I think some of the inner settings tend to be a little bit friendlier, but play around, see what works for you. So we're going to make sure it's the same on both sides. So I'm going all the way in right now. So the elbow pads are set. Then from there, we want to also set the starting height. So this will be kind of determined by your shoulder mobility and how deep of a stretch you want to get. So this pop pin, you can see, adjusts the starting position of the entire machine right here. So all the way back, you're going to get the biggest amount of stretch, the biggest range of motion. But once again, if your shoulders are not very mobile, I would not recommend putting it that far back. Me personally, I like a deep stretch and my shoulders are healthy at the moment, so I put it all the way back. Then there's another adjustment here for the back pad. We can bring that either more forward or more back to us. So more forward is going to give you kind of a little bit more of a stretch once again, because it's pushing you forward while this is pulling you back. If you put it a little bit further back, you can get your shoulders more behind your head, but it's not going to necessarily be stretching your lats as much. So I prefer it somewhere in the middle typically. Then from there, you have a couple places where you can grip it. I'll actually go over that when I get into the motion. The last adjustable piece before you start is the seat height. That's just going to be determined by your actual height. So I'm not super tall, I'm not super short, so I usually go somewhere in the middle around 3 or 4. That looks good. There's also a seat belt here. This is not necessary to use every single time, but if you feel like you're using enough weight that you might get pulled out of the seat a little bit, I would recommend using the seat belt. So we'll belt up for now. And then this right here is probably one of the cooler parts of the machine. This allows you to bring the weight forward so that your starting position isn't all the way back. So I can comfortably get in here now without getting the full stretch. So now I'm in, I put my elbows flat against these pads. You want to keep them against the pads the whole motion, or as long as you can, and then you can actually release the foot plate, and now you're ready to move. From there, you want to bring it all the way down, keep a nice tall chest, keep your shoulders pressed to the machine, not necessarily retracted, but make sure they are actually on the pad. And then from there, like I said, we have some grip options. So I like this narrow grip, but you can also go out here for this one. Get a little bit wider on the grip level there. And then you also have this top bar here. This a lot of times is going to be for people with longer limbs. So for me, if I were to fully grab onto this top bar, my elbows come off the pads, which isn't necessarily the best for lat engagement. You can also go underhand on here and just play around with it. So now that I'm underhand, my elbows do stay on the pad. So a lot of adjustable points here, a lot of different points of preference. So wherever you feel the most engagement in your lats, that's going to be correct. So once you're done, put that foot bar down again, let this catch, remove your arms, and slowly lower that back, unclip, and you're done.